Now, let's move on to other issues. And the roadside wisdom has been that because there was no election chaos in the last election, then tribalism is slowly ending. Yet, in most of the rallies held by politicians today, the tribal comments somehow drive the agenda. So just how divided are we, and to what extent do our last names determine the direction of any debate on a national issue? Ashamwilu spoke to community elders at the Pamoja conference and now gives us this report.
It was once again the coming together of heads from some of the institutions ordinarily expected to unify society. The Pamoja conference's top agenda was how to bridge the tribal divide among Kenyans. To deal with the elusive issue of cohesion and integration, which has remained one of the biggest challenges for the Kenyan nation.
Before I begin,
while the president stood before the conference to pledge his government's commitment in fighting tribalism, on the sidelines, community and religious leaders had their reservations on the politics of it all.
Those who took power, be it a president, he wants to grab everything to his party, to his community. But once somebody is elected a president, is a president of the Republic of Kenya, regardless of opposition.
Tulipatia wanasiasa jukumu la kuongoza, lakini sisi tumekushaangalia tukaona wao badala ya kuongoza wengi wao wamekuwa na ubinafsi.
Mzee pale anapoketi, kijana hata akipanda juu ya mti haoni pale mzee anaona. Tunaona mbali zaidi ya wale vijana wanaofikiria kuwa wanaona, hawaoni popote, na tutawaongoza kwa sababu hatutaki hatred ya communities, hatutaki hatred ya kidini, hatutaki hatred ya ukabila.
Tunahimiza serikali bila kubagua mtu yeyote kwa minajili ya dini ama rangi ama ukoo, waende wakishirikiana na jamii hawa kutafuta wahalifu ama wakora.
Ethnicity is a primary identity which, if not properly managed, is destructive in the long run.
After the 2007 post-poll chaos, Kenyans became more aware of the need for integration. Marginalized communities demanded inclusion.
Kama wao wamechagua urais, kwa nini wasichague mtu kutoka kabila ndogo akawa running mate? Tunawaongoza.
Hata wanasema the majority will have their way, lakini pia sisi watu watusikie wale tuko wachache.
And in parts of Rift Valley, residents began a door-to-door mission to know their neighbors better, regardless of their tribe.
Kama mimi ninaitwa Scholar, mimi natoka katika tribe ya Wakale na tumetembelea Mr. Ndungu, ni Mkikuyu. Hatutaki turudie makosa yenye tulirudia last time.
But as Kenyans make some progress in closing these gaps of tribalism, especially in the rural setup, in the urban areas, a new form of tribalism is slowly taking over: online tribalism. Take, for example, this link that KTN Kenya posted on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. The story is simply about Raila Odinga calling on the United Kingdom to lift a ban they had imposed on Miraa. Now, look at the comments that have been left. In just a couple of minutes, the conversation has turned into yet another tribal debate. The cyber tribalism has escalated to a point where the Criminal Investigative Department has opened a cyber watch department to scroll through content posted by Kenyans online. On Wednesday, a conference on cybercrime and cybersecurity will kick off in Nairobi, and the issue of online tribalism is said to be a hot topic. But whether online or offline, Kenya is still a very polarized state, and it may take more than a conference in the city to create a true nation out of the 42 little nations. Ashamwilu, KTN, Nairobi.